Good morning, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you from Walks of Music. Yet another word for the day. Wednesday evening, or I should say Wednesday morning edition. We want to give a shout out to the YouTube fam, to the End Time Harvest Gang, also to the Blog Talk family of the online Bible study. We give y'all honor this morning. We're giving God all the glory though. We thank Him for life, health, and strength for as well as it is. And I just wanted to make a little brief announcement that I will be doing another tutorial on the use of collaboration websites and software today. Sometime today, I don't know exactly when I will be doing it, but because I have some other stuff to do in the studio today. But I'm gonna try to fit myself to it to get it done. And I wanted to make some changes to to the Blog Talk as well. I got some website work I want to try to get done. But like you said, a day's work. You do as much as you can, and then you take a break, and then you do as much as you can, and you take a break. You know. So with that being said, Bitty Man, just want to try to keep everything balanced. Everything must have balance. And I want to say that I also appreciate, because I know a lot of time I do not respond to comments a lot of time. I try to respond to some as far as on the YouTube channel and everything, and I've seen a lot of comments, and Mitty Man, I always appreciate the comments, good or bad, because the only way you're gonna know, you got to have the truth. The honesty is the best policy. Most people, when they are honest with you, are not trying to hurt you, they're just being honest. And so you just have to take that and move on. I want to also say too that I greatly appreciate. I think I may have been misunderstood, and I want to make certain that I clear up some things, just in case I may have been misunderstood, because on the basis of interpretation, you see, people, we all need to learn as much as possible, and I'll take my hat off to people who have studied. I never want to belittle them at all. People who have studied languages and they know the meaning of different things and everything, that is very much needed. That is very much needed, because now we got to remember, anything that is translated. Now I'm speaking of the Bible now, but this could happen in perhaps more than just the Bible. This can happen in a lot of things. When stuff was being translated, especially when it comes to languages, you see, we got to remember over here in the US of A that English is not the only language in the world. And everybody, in other words, when you start translating words into English, sometimes the meaning can get distorted, or sometimes even lost, because there are a lot of English words, and I got enough sense to realize that myself. And I'm not no language expert, but I got enough sense to know that there are some English words that we have in our English language is not even definable by other languages of the world. So I take my hat off to people who know the difference between these languages and things. And I'm trying to think, one of the contacts or one of the YouTube channels that they always tell us about the Latin and the Greek, and I appreciate that, because we need to know that. Because first of all, people, we got to understand the Bible was originally written in Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic, really. So if you got a good understanding of the Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic, and you know the meaning of those words, and you can retranslate it, I should say, do a backward translation of the English word back into the Greek and the Hebrew, we can get a clearer understanding of the scripture. And I got to say the truth, and we would have a more accurate account of what some of the things that the Bible mean, because some of the translation was lost in the translation, the meaning, I should say. Some of the full meaning of what was said in the original Dead Sea Scroll. When this here was translated in 1611 by King James, the King James Version, perhaps a lot of the things that they didn't have words to get the exact meaning of certain things that was happening in the Hebrew and in the Greek. And so they did the best they could to get it as close as possible, but it may not be very, very accurate. So I'm trying to rebuild the world. I rebuild the world. That's the challenge that I've often seen, that make use of the languages in the Greek and the Latin, the Aramaic, the Hebrew. We need that. And we need to understand those words, and it would help us to more clearly understand our Bible as we read it, the King James Version and other versions as well. So I just wanted to make certain that everybody, you see, you got to study to show yourself approved. And if the more resources that you have at your disposal when you study, if you know the meaning of those Greek words, if you know the meaning of the Hebrew word, and then you got that knowledge also, it will help your knowledge of the Bible 100% better. And I feel that to be, and I know that to be the truth. So anytime you can get to the original, you're better off. Because remember, in translation, you can also translate error. So with that being said, many men just wanted to say that everything is going according to plan. We're going to do some things. Like I said, we got this project coming up, this traditional hymn project, and I'm waiting on some response. As of yet, I have not gotten one. So, but nevertheless, that's not going to stop the project. The project will go on. But I would just call myself trying to get back and open the door up for someone that may want to at least try their hand at something different or something new in that, for that matter. But nevertheless, the project will go on, and we just giving God the praise and all the glory. So like that, with that being said, let's remember, people, everybody is not out to get us. We got to remember that. But sometimes we are shy of the truth. We do not want truth. We want people to pat us on the back, and we want people to rub our head and everything. And that's all right. That's got its place and everything. Honor to whom honor is due. I have no problem with that. But I would rather people to be honest with me. That's what many men want. I would, if I put up a song, I don't mind. I want you to be honest. In other words, if you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it, so I can fix it if I can. I don't want no one just to say I like it just because I put it up there, because it's a lot of stuff that I know every time you hear things, what a person does, you may not like it. Everybody's not out to get us, people. We got to realize that. And we need to learn how to go with the flow. Remember, everybody didn't accept Jesus. So if everybody didn't accept Jesus, we can be certain that there are going to be maybe one or two that are not going to agree or accept us. That doesn't mean that they don't like you. How can they not like you? The people don't even know you to that degree, no more than over these cameras and these cyber waves. It's not about I don't believe a like or a dislike. I think it's just a matter of people just being people. And we all have our shortcomings. We all got our faults. I can't talk about yours. You can't talk about mine. We all got faults. We all got shortcomings. We all got weaknesses and strength. That's what's, we just need to forget about all this trivia and go on and get about God's business. Kingdom business. That's what Millie Man always say. So with that being said, Millie Man going to bug out right now and just say whatever you get into, if God is not in it, let us come out of it, people. Have a good day.